Chlöe. I am a singer, musician, producer, aka sister, aka doing too much. I'm the queen of breaking the rules. Being a barrier breaker, what that means to me, not letting the world or people's views limit you. Oh my gosh, she's really doing that? Oh my gosh. No, just be yourself, you're good. How I hope to open doors and break barriers for other women. To be myself. You know, the world tells us that we have to be everything but ourselves, and I would like to inspire a young, gorgeous young woman to be truly herself like I have been. Working on In Pieces, it was a huge, wide range of emotions and feelings. It was 3 completely different projects, evolved and changed, and it went right back to where it started. And I was working on this project for 3 years, and I really wanted to share my vulnerability and the emotional roller coaster that life was taking me on. And I think people are so used to seeing me bubbly and happy and free-spirited, which I am always naturally. I'm quite hyper, but there are moments where life was fighting me down, and I think it's completely fine letting others know that you're going through something too, so that none of us feel alone. And that's definitely what my album In Pieces is about. It's not only heartbreak and, relationships with a significant other, but also with friends, with family, and really navigating who you are when life isn't peachy keen all the time, How I tune out the noise. So I really care about what other people think, and sometimes it bites me in the butt. So what I have to do, I take breaks from social media. It's helped my mental because I'm not seeing the constant negative comments straight to my eyes and in my mind. And as much as we like to brush things off and say, oh, it doesn't bother me, it doesn't affect me, it does. Why am I on stage thinking in my head, okay, if I give my all and show my passion, is that gonna go viral and people say, once again, here she's doing too much, or why doesn't she calm down sometimes? And I started changing myself, and I started doing what people were already accusing me of, which was being someone else that I'm not. And I said, you know what? No, cut that out. I'm gonna be who I am. I'm gonna stop reading what everyone has to say. And I think that's a sign that you're on the way to greatness when a lot of people are talking. You can never please anyone. I am so excited to showcase my portrayal of Sam in Praise This. It has been so much fun. Yes, because music is involved, and even the music director is Harvey Mason, the chairman of Grammys, which is pretty cool. But also because I got to be with a lot of my friends on this film, with Drewski and Quavo and Jacqueline Carr, who I've always been such a huge fan of her gospel music, as well as Corinne Hawthorne. So it has been amazing to be with my peers. Well, the thing with myself is I've always kind of embraced my curves and who I am as a Black woman. I think, when your curves come naturally and you have big full lips and big cheeks, big nose, big forehead, you're just yourself, and that's what I am. And I love to dance, I love to move, and the way I just kind of feel and show and portray my emotions is through my body, because I grew up dancing and modern and African and ballet. Not everything I do is sexualized to me, but if people think it's sexy, hey, I'm not mad at it. I don't think that's a bad thing either. But what I do think is so cool about being a woman is being able to have those sexy moments. I tell people all the time I have 2 sides of me. I have the fab and I have the drab. There's no in between. You'll either catch me on a good day, catch me on a bad day. So, and it's okay to have both sides. There's not a problem with it. The lesson that I've learned about carving out my own path is that the path that I plan out in my head really doesn't make any sense in comparison to the plan that God has for me. And I think my obsession with wanting everything to be perfect, sometimes it has its downsides and it can be a little unhealthy. So why I've been so happy these past few months is because I've completely let go of that control. And I have leaned in just being myself and doing what makes me happy. The conversations I feel we definitely should be discussing more is anything involving mental health. As I finished the final track list, I was like, I had to go through that so I could make this body of work. I had to go through that so my prayers could be answered of one day having a Grammy award-winning album. I had to go through that to get me here. So in a way, the times that I thought were the worst times of my life helped create possibly some of the great times of my life.